Okay, wise guy, you can play a villain, but can you also play a hero? Hi, I'm Mr. Mister, and today I am talking about 5 actors slash actresses that I think can play phenomenally both hero and villain. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone can pull it off. I have Michael Keaton, the absolute legend. You're talking villains, I'm talking Beetlejuice, I'm talking Spider-Man, I'm talking The Founder. There are a bunch. Dude can play really intimidating and like slimy, dude. Sometimes literally in Beetlejuice's sense, he's literally a slimy character. In another way, it is a figurative slime, unfortunately, like in The Founder. He's a jerk, he's selfish, he's intimidating sometimes, especially in Spider-Man, but then he can also play nice guys, good guys. I mean, for crying out loud, the dude played Batman. Let's talk about that. How many actors, I don't think many, have played a lead superhero and then later played in a different franchise a superhero villain? Not that many that I can think of, if really any others. Christian Bale, actually he did it, but that's all I can think of. There are also plenty of other films, I'm talking Spotlight, where he plays just good guys, well-intentioned good guys. Michael Keaton, always a W. Up next, I have Gary Oldman. What do you know about Leon the Professional? What do you know about Kung Fu Panda, Lord Shen? And of course, Planet of the Apes. There are a ton of other Gary Oldman roles out the wazoo. But then we're talking Harry Potter. We're talking Sirius Black. He's like the nicest guy in that whole franchise. We're talking Commissioner Gordon. What's up, Commish? We're talking Winston Churchill. Those are good guys too. He doesn't really play the slimy kind of characters as much as Michael Keaton does when it comes to the villain department. He plays a little more uncaged, a little more wild and crazy, a little more like aggressive. But when it comes to the heroes, he plays more calm and collected and kind and good dudes. I said that for Michael Keaton. I'll probably say that for the whole entire list. Gary Oldman, a amazing actor, a 10 out of 10, legendary actor. He can play both ones phenomenally. Up next, what do you know about Samuel L. Jackson? Hot damn. This guy has played a lot of villains. I'm talking Glass, I'm talking Kingsman, I'm talking Kong Skull Island, I'm talking Django Unchained, probably one of the like scummiest, most evil and like kind of racist villains of all time. But then we're talking Mace Windu. That's a good guy. We're talking Nick Fury. Again, a legendary force of good and being sweet. Not really sweet. Why I say sweet in the MCU. Pulp Fiction, Jules, he's not like an amazing person, but he's like a good guy. He's just doing his job, okay? He's still a good guy. Samuel L. Jackson has this specific skill set to where he plays kind of similar to Gary Oldman, that aggressive angle. You can look at a character like how he played in Django and then look at Pulp Fiction and say, both of those characters are both kind of in the same vein. They're both loud and kind of aggressive. Sometimes they're saying some wacky stuff, some wild stuff, but it's the tone and small nuances of what makes one bad and the other one good. And I think Samuel L. Jackson still to this day does not get enough credit for just being the amazing actor that he is. Up next, I have Charlize Theron, an amazing actress. I'm talking the Evil Queen. I'm talking the Fast franchise. I'm talking Hancock. Have you seen Hancock? I've seen Hancock. Spoiler, she's a bad guy. This is a whole other kind of like evil. This is more of like a quieter, calm and collected kind of evil than we've seen in a Samuel L. Jackson, a Michael Keaton, someone like that. Evil Queen, she's quiet like in theory, but that dark side that's like dwelling underneath, dude, it's so awful, it's so horrendous, and it makes her an amazing villain actress. But then also we've seen her play good in a ton of different films. My favorite being Furiosa, one of the best and most like original yet iconic leads in a movie of the last like 10 years. She is so good in that movie. I'm so excited to see what Anya Taylor-Joy does with the character next year because I love Furiosa, but point is, Charlize Theron is a freaking legend. Up next, I have Mads Mikkelsen. I think Mads Mikkelsen is one of, if not the best modern day villain actor. I think it's really between him and Javier Bardem, but with Mads Mikkelsen, if we're talking villains, we're talking, again, the dude has so many: James Bond, Fantastic Beast, Doctor Strange, Hannibal, Indiana Jones. Hannibal, dude, his role in Hannibal, which at times can be interpreted as even good as protagonist, even though it's like kind of always back and forth. Dude, an amazing villain, so underrated, so incredibly underrated. One of my favorite performances from Mr. Mickelson. He plays this intellectual evil really well. We see that a lot in films like Indiana Jones, Casino Royale, Hannibal, different properties like that, and he just plays it so well. He's so intimidating and he's so like cold a lot, right? Sometimes you have a really hard time reading this guy because he's so cold, but that doesn't mean he's without emotion or his performances are bland, because sometimes while his face is a little more neutral, he brings out the emotion in his voice, in the tone of how he speaks. An amazing actor. But then we're talking about like the good guys. We're talking about Rogue One. We're talking about Death Stranding. Love him in Death Stranding. It's a video game, shout out. And he has just all these other good roles. Another Round is an amazing movie where he plays a more like sympathetic, down on his luck kind of character. I recommend Another Round. First of all, if you haven't seen it, it's a really good film. If you're after a good Mads Mikkelsen performance, highly recommend that. And those are my picks for the best actors who can play both hero and villain. Let me know which one you're going with. Who's your favorite actor? Who can play him? Which ones I missed? New videos every single day. Talk to you later.